Today, I'm talking about how to use your sliding compound miter saw. I'm finna demonstrate 4 cuts. Let's do it. Right here is a square cut. It's a cross cut along the face grain of your lumber. Right here is a miter cut. It's an angled cut along the face grain of your lumber. Right here is a bevel cut. It's an angle cut along the edge grain of your lumber. And right here is a compound miter cut. It has both an angle cut along the face grain and also an angle cut along the edge grain. I'm going to raise the head of my saw by pressing my handle and pulling my locking pin. My bevel gauge is on 0. My miter gauge is on 0. Now let's cut a square cut. From this line back is called the waist side of my lumber. I got a safety lever and trigger right here. I want to let my saw blade start up away from my piece and then plunge into it. I'm going to demonstrate a miter cut. My miter gauge goes from 0 to 51 degrees on both sides. All I have to do is press my miter gauge lever and turn it to the left to 45 degrees for our miter cut. Now I can twist my locking knob down. I'm going to release my sliding rails. My bevel gauge is on 0 and my miter gauge is on 45. Warning, when using the saw rails, never pull the saw towards you during a cut. I'm pulling the saw towards me, then I'm gonna cut back into my lumber. Let's do it. Miter cut. I'm going to loosen up my tightening knob for my bevel gauge, and I'm gonna swing it to 45 degrees. We're gonna cut a bevel cut. For my bevel cut, my bevel gauge is on 45 and my miter gauge is on 0. I'm gonna cut an angled cut through the edge grain of my lumber. Let's do it. Here's your 45-degree bevel cut. I'm going to demonstrate a compound miter cut. I got my bevel gauge on 45 degrees. Now let's swing our miter gauge to 45 degrees, right there. Here's my compound miter cut. You want to make sure you're always using safety glasses when operating this saw. However, do not use gloves when operating this saw. Temple builders.